So we have an all-new construction update and the first piece of theming installed in Disney's first ever Marvel themed land, the Avengers Campus, that's opening later on this summer at Disney California Adventure. So let's dive into all of that up next. This video is sponsored by Mickey Travels, a platinum level authorized Disney vacation planner which can take the hassle out of all of your vacation planning. So visit the link in the description box to get your free quote today. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack and this is of course DSNY Newscast, and let's get straight into it. As when Disney announced their $4 billion acquisition of Marvel Entertainment in 2009, it was hard to predict just how significant this deal was going to be, as many at the time saw it as a logical next step to begin integrating the huge cast of Marvel characters into the Disney parks with their own attractions and lands. However, Disney paused their ambitions for an immediate return on investment and instead focused on building and transforming Marvel Studios into the highest grossing film franchise of all time, with $22.5 billion in ticket sales over its 11-year run. And so surprisingly, this summer, over a decade later, fans will finally be able to walk into the first ever Disney-created Marvel-themed land, with this Avengers Campus at the Disneyland Resort. And here is the current state of construction on what will be the main entrance into that land. As we can see that the architectural structural form has been mostly completed for the Worldwide Engineering Brigade building, and yes, that is kind of a tongue twister, with this building to be home to the yet to be officially named Spider-Man interactive attraction. However, as we can see here, fully themed elements are already being installed, such as this jib crane that has appeared in every single piece of concept art for this building. So obviously the jib crane and the arm has been created off-site, which means that it has been installed fully detailed and completely themed, including the smallest of design touches. But what's really curious about this first piece of theming is its purpose, as in every piece of concept art that includes this crane arm, the Spider-Man character appears alongside it, either swinging or standing atop the building. Now yes, of course, concept art can easily employ too much of an artistic license sometimes, but for this to be a repeated pattern throughout every piece of concept art, I reckon that this is an indication that this crane arm serves more of a fundamental purpose. As we know that much like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, this land has been built to accommodate some live entertainment show space for the future, as we can see is the case with this piece of concept art here. So I personally believe that this arm will be used for some sort of live entertainment component, such as a web-slinging acrobatic demonstration by Spider-Man. But there is also the more outlandish possibility that this could be for the Stuntronic technology that we first saw in 2018, and then later it was also showcased within the Imagineering story on Disney Plus in December. But moving on to the rest of the building, as we can see that the red paneling is being added around where the web logo will be later installed. And then this new brickwork section of the building will actually be the entrance to the Spider-Man attraction. Now weirdly enough, the one thing that I haven't heard anyone mention so far is the very real possibility that this ride will have a Spider-Man audio animatronic figure within the pre-show area. As you can see in this concept art here released at D23 Expo, that there is a definite depth to the show space, which I don't think will be achieved through a blending of physical props and projections like what is used in the Escape from Gringotts pre-show, but because the character is masked, it makes it even easier for Walt Disney Imagineering to implement an A1000 series animatronic figure here with fluid and hyper-realistic movements, which is definitely a trend that we've seen recently from Disney, as despite integrating more screen elements within their attractions, we have also seen Disney doubling down on the use of animatronics within the latest attractions as well. So considering that the ride experience for Spider-Man itself will be heavily reliant on digital media, I would also use this as evidence that there is a high possibility of a Spider-Man animatronic in the pre-show. However, that's not all in terms of construction on the Avengers Campus, as we also have these construction images of the Avengers headquarters that show us the futuristic angled design coming to life. And at the top of this building we can even see the platform for where the Quinjet will be located once it's installed, as of course this Avengers HQ building will be a meet and greet facility in Phase 1, but it will then later become the entrance to the e-ticket Avengers Quinjet attraction, which is where we'll be able to fight alongside the Avengers passengers in an innovative new ride system. However, that will be opening in Phase 2 of the Avengers Campus, which is expected to open by 2022 at the very latest. And then we have a few other construction looks at the PIM Technologies test kitchen, which hasn't really received any theming as of yet, but we can see it's fully complete and built out. And then we can also see part of the Spider-Man building is currently visible from Carsland. But don't worry, this sightline will eventually be fixed once again when the construction is fully complete, with some well-placed tree cover. So overall, that's everything that we can glean from the construction of the Avengers Campus right now. But I'll be sure to be ramping up the coverage of this brand new land over the next 6 months. And then lastly for today, with a couple of behind the scenes videos of big new entertainment coming to Disneyland and Walt Disney World very soon. With the first being the new daytime parade titled Magic Happens that will debut on February the 28th at Disneyland. And in the video, we received 3 new pieces of concept art showing us that Cinderella, the Sword and the Stone, and the Princess and the Frog will be represented, joining alongside Sleeping Beauty, Frozen, Coco, Moana, and Maui. But we've also learnt that these parade floats have been designed to be dynamic and are meant to represent the special transitional moments for these characters, when yes, of course, magic happens. But that's not all, as over the weekend, our friends at the Diz Insider revealed our first look at a walk-around character of Miguel from Pixar's Coco, with this obviously to be used within the new parade. And in addition to this, we also have Miguel, but in his classic movie costume, which will most likely be used for a brand new type of meet and greet opportunity that will begin at Disneyland, and I reckon will most likely be coming to Epcot fairly soon. And speaking of Epcot, Disney released this look at the immense size of the 4 new barges that will be used within Disney's biggest nighttime spectacular ever, called Disney Harmonious. But this isn't really anything new for those who follow BioReconstruct on Twitter, which I highly recommend, as BioReconstruct posted these aerial images of the barges in the stage prep of Epcot a while back. And in these photos, we can see the massive crane-like mechanism that will extend out with the giant LED panels that will be used to help represent the nations of the world through the power of Disney music. However, at the time of this recording, we still haven't got an opening date for this new nighttime show beyond spring of 2020. So stay tuned to DSNY Newscast for all of the latest on Disney's Harmonious. But now, it's over to you, Waltoniers. I would like to know if you could replace this Spider-Man interactive attraction as part of Phase 1 of the Avengers Campus with a different character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe with their own attraction, then which character would it be, and also what would the attraction and ride system be for that character? And of course, don't forget about the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comment, to be in the chance to win one of these official DSNY Newscast Waltonier enamel pins. And congratulations to this Waltonier here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we're talking all about Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. And so that's it for today, so be sure to go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon so that you always receive an update whenever I release new videos, which is usually twice a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And also, if you've enjoyed this construction update all about the Avengers Campus, be sure to give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.